Of course. Of course. The classic. Oh, opponent this week for the Browns opponent this week gets back 2 key pieces. Oh, wonderful. That happens every freaking year, every week, seemingly. The Browns are on the schedule this week. Cool. Let's get back freaking Alex Highsmith and Jerry Porter Jr. or Joey Porter Jr. Whatever. Who cares? Porter Jr. is back. Oh, wonderful. Awesome. I can't wait to freaking hear about that all freaking week. And the best part is, JJ Watt is calling this game, which means we're going to hear him glaze his brother over and over and over again. All right. Okay, guys, I think we're ready. Yep, I think we are ready to go. Against my better judgment, I am back for another stream. I am ready to get hurt again. No doubt about it. Alrighty, real quick. Let's just get the inactive list for y'all today. And then I'm going to get on with this real thing here. I am ready to get hurt again. There we go. Week 6 inactives. All right. Okay, now if Twitter could just load up in a timely manner. There we go. Week 6. All right. Wow. Yeah. Thanks for reminding us. Oh, Cleveland hasn't won a game in Pittsburgh since 2003. Regular season. Gotta clarify regular season because, 2020 happened. Travis Hunter was baptized this morning? What the hell, brother? All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm just, working some stuff out here, guys. Getting things ready. There we go. Okay, I think we're finally ready now. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Browns live stream. Back with the flies, of course, because the flies just love my computer so much they won't leave me alone. So I got the weapon ready here just in case they try to test me. But yeah, so today the Browns are obviously back on the road, fresh from their trip to London, England, as they face off against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who had a bye after coming back from Dublin the week before. So they had a game in Dublin, bye week last week. Now they're back in action against a team that's back from London. Of course, we were winning that game for say 89, it's the entire game. We were winning that game, aside from when it was tied. Yeah. And you guys saw, they found a way to blow it. Now we're playing in a place that we haven't won at since 2003 in the regular season. Yep. So, who's ready for more 60 minutes of emotional torture? Me. All right. So, getting to the inactives. And for the Browns, there's actually any surprising inactives. But you will notice Shador Sanders is active because the Browns only have 2 quarterbacks active. They did not bring up Bailey Zappi. Yeah. Inactives, cornerback Jarek Bernard Converse, running back Raheem Sanders. So both players that they got off waivers before the season, inactive. Defensive tackle Mike Hall Jr., inactive once again, but he's getting closer from what I hear. Hopefully he'll be back by the bye week. Hopefully. Thayer Munford, Zach Zinter, and Cornelius Lucas. And from what I understand, the starter for today's game will be at left tackle Cam Robinson. They better not freaking put out KT Leviston out there. I swear to God. Ay, ay, ay. Now, as far as the Steelers go, let's see what they got. Inactives for the Steelers, Chuck Clark. He's out with a coach's decision, of course. Andres Pete, DeMarvin Leal, Logan Lee, and Calvin Austin. And then, of course, in terms of IR, Isaiah Loudermilk, Max Sharping, Malik Harrison, Skylar Thompson, Dante Kent, Will Howard. It actually says Will Howard could be back next week. Wow. Dominique Davis, Corey Trice Jr., Gareth Warren, Dean Lowry, Jacob Slade, and Donald Parham Jr. Wow. And of those guys, the only ones who are slated to come back this year on IR, Malik Harrison, Isaiah Loudermilk, Skylar Thompson, Dante Kent, Will Howard, and Corey Trice Jr. Everybody else is out for the year on the IR. That's brutal. That's brutal. Again, with the Browns on their side, let's see what it says for the Browns when it comes to their IR situation. It's actually not as bad as I thought. I mean, Cedric Tillman, DeAndre Carter, Deshaun Watson. Oh my God. We all know the plan, right? They're gonna get him on the field at some point. I swear to God, they will. Oh God. Winston Reed, he's coming back soon, possibly next week. David Bell could be back next week. And then the players who are out for the year, DeJuan Jones, of course, Cade McDonald, Bookie Watson, Anthony Kendall, Martin Emerson Jr., Justin Osborne, and of course, JOK. What's up, Scott? It's a Skull Viking. Or were they off? So the Vikings playing someone this week. Oh, they got the Eagles next week. Oh my God. So yeah, we are just about ready for kickoff. No doubt about it. I'm ready to get hurt again. Let's see here. Vikings. Oh, they're off this week. Okay. Wow, so they only had to go to lunch. No, wait, they had the two back to back, so of course they're off this week. Okay. So Scott and the other Minnesota fans in my chat, they get to rest up this week and essentially just do a whole week of hate watching their rivals. So yeah, we are just about ready for kickoff. Browns will kick to start the game. Okay, so the Steelers will start with the ball. Did it? Yeah, I freaking went to Pixar, and I guess it didn't register. Hang on, I'll change that. Good eye. I changed it before, but it, for some reason, reverted back to the record I put up there earlier because I had to change their logo. So here's Rodgers. Let me put up the good eye though. I would not have caught that until like fourth quarter. Let me change the record. Yeah, okay. That's why, because I had the name as. All right, we're back. All right, we're back. Gotta love this freaking internet, dude. Dead? Wow. So Myles Garrett, he's always usually showed out against the Steelers. Usually. DK Metcalf's, he leapt off the field. Shotgun for Rodgers. Hands it off again. Gets to the 30. Man, that would have been a hell of a freaking. That would have been a hell of a welcome to the team moment. First player out there pops the ball out, but of course, it went out of bounds. Number 4. Can they actually get off the field here? Back to pass. Oh, caught. Tell you one thing, I don't know if Greg does that. Does Greg chase down the tight end to try to pop the ball out? Probably not. He probably feebly tries to tackle him and then dance like he did something because that's what he would do. Because you know, Tyson Campbell, he's here trying to prove that he belongs, which, I mean, you're playing alongside Denzel, so hopefully he knows that Steelers are probably going to try and bully the hell out of him. Because, oh, we got a whistle. I'm out, Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers. Look at that freaking jersey. Look at that helmet. It's so weird. Looks like a got a blockhead thing going on. What the hell? Baggy ass jersey. Jags 3-25. Go Browns, I think. Oh, that's great. Spencer Anderson is in for the jumbo package. Aaron Rodgers hits Darnell Washington for a monster 36-yard gain down the sideline. Yeah, teams are going to try to pull that off every week now. Sanchez mugshot. Ugh. All right, 1st and 10. Overthrows his man trying to go to Metcalf, guarded, of course, by Denzel Ward. Seriously, though, like, good job by Tyson Campbell to chase him down and at least knock the ball out. I just wish it would have stayed in bounds because we could have fallen on that. But he didn't just give up on the play, at least. That's good. 2nd and 10. Snap. Hands it off. And they swallow him up. Loss of about a yard. Ward, Hickman, and former Steeler Devin Bush. AFC North record and point differential were -50 and 1-4. So Ravens are -36 and 1-4. Bengals -71 and they're 2-3. Where's you freaking kicker? Because if we had a kicker, we beat them. Yeah. Damn Bengals. Let's see if they can get off the field here. Come on, get after this old man. Pressure coming in. Dude, Campbell was essentially where Smith was. Was literally in front of Smith. By Campbell, though. You know, coming in the middle. So we hold him to 3 points, it looks like. Oh, good coverage by Campbell. Not even mad. Good stuff. Newsom's dumbass would have been 5 yards the other way, freaking dancing. Kick is up, and it's good. So after all that, they only get 3 points out of it. Okay. All right. Okay. After that big ass first play, defense stepped up and held him to 3. Okay. Now we get to see what Dylan Gabriel can do. Oh, joy. Jackson Smith and Jigba with the Grinch cleats? Wow. You know, it's so funny because you watch JSN, you watch like Buka out here just cooking every week. They're going nuts. Gotta look at freaking what Olave and Wilson have, and it's like, couldn't they be blessed with a good freaking quarterback? Olave's out here getting whacked in the freaking head because this other quarter, Derek Carr, kept throwing hospital passes. And Garrett Wilson's got to deal with Justin Fields, who does not look good this year at all. Again, I think it's just the Jets. Poor Justin. That's why I'm nervous for Carnell Tate. Because it's like Carnell's a dog too. But man, I would love him on the Browns. Not gonna lie. I would do crazy things for Carnell Tate on the Browns. Cool though. There's a team that I think you should really go to. Say, do I say the Bears? He's from the Chicago area. Caleb Williams, though? I don't know. But every team's going to look at 2027 because that is Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Smith here. Yep. OSU has, of all these receivers, but Barry looks at Tennessee for them instead. Let's look at Tennessee. He just looks everywhere but Ohio State. To be fair, he did draft Mike Hall from Ohio State. I think that's in Judkins. But you'd think with an NFL factory just a few hours south, you would try to go to that well a lot more. So, kick is away. And here's the return. Yeah, dude got leveled. Damn. That's Samson? All right. Well, Indy already going to work against Arizona. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Daniel Jones in Indiana. Who in Indianapolis? Who would have thought? 3-0 Carolina. Seeking first 5-1 start for the Colts in a few years now. Dylan Gabriel going empty backfield, spreading it out. Giggity. Snap. Throw was an incomplete. Trying to go to Judy. Pocket was collapsing, but good blocking for the most part. Conklin, of course, back at right tackle. I think Cam Robinson is starting at left tackle. 19 of 33, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns in his first start. Oh, they got Leviston out there? Oh, hell no. I think he's the extra guy. Okay. He's the extra guy. All right. I was going to say, he better not be out there as a starter. He's the extra guy. Hands it off. Judkins goes nowhere. Oh, brother. There's Hayward. 8 giveaways this season, tied for 4th most in the NFL. Steelers have 10 takeaways, 2nd in the NFL. So we love to give it away, and they love to take it away. Browns have gotten a couple takeaways the last few weeks, too. A couple interceptions, a fumble last week, too. Back to pass, flag. Throws it low, incomplete. God, why is Dylan throwing the ball so low? There's a flag down, too. Offsides. Oh, wow. Wow. So TJ Watt trying to be Myles Garrett with the offsides penalty. Lines up in the neutral zone. So Myles isn't the only one that does that, huh? He really wants to be Myles Garrett. He's out here freaking lining up on the neutral zone. That's tough. I'm laughing at him now. Watch him just freaking blow right past freaking Robinson for the sack. Or Conklin, in this case. 3rd and 5. Let's see if they can get this first down. Empty backfield again. Back to pass. Pot. First down. Hold on to the ball, Jerry. Good job, Jerry. You actually caught a pass. Pleasantly surprised. Oh, there's Thornhill. Watt against Conklin. So against Jack. I mean, against TJ. Damn it. Yeah. All right. 1st and 10. Under center. Hands it off. Gets about a yard or two. Oh, and they got Judy over there fussing with somebody, and there's a flag again. Holding. Offense. And have another flag fest. I know, right? He did. Thanks a lot, Jerry. You bum. Unnecessary roughness on Jerry Judy. I mean, they were kind of tussling with each other. Slap. They slapped each other. I mean, Jerry catches a ball. Play. Oh, brother. This guy. This guy. 2nd and 23 now. Back to pass. Dumps it off to. Oh, Sampson gets a solid chunk. That'll probably be the last time we hear of Dylan tonight or today, whatever. 3rd down. Yeah, he just tripped him up. We all know how shifty Dylan Sampson can be. Just kind of got him off balance. Yeah, Judy. That wouldn't be against trading him. He's more of a detriment than anything to this team. He was good last year. This year, I don't know what got into him. Back to pass. Caught, drop. Get this freaking bum. Oh my God. Judy, you're pissing me off, bro. I am now seeing what Broncos fans saw all those years. Drop, 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 drop. God. But then he drops a pass. Then he drops that. Not ready. I'm done with this loser, dude. I'm not ready to send him off to freaking Alcatraz. He's a good punt, though. Oh, missed him, of course. And there he goes. Bozo had him in the backfield, but couldn't tackle because they don't know how to freaking tackle on this damn team. Oh, we got flag down. See what this flag is. Watch it be on us somehow. Watch it be on us somehow. Illegal tackling. Wow. So that's on Peppers. That's Jabril Peppers, I believe. Puts a blindside block right there on Delpit. So that's what sprung the main return part. So that'll negate that whole thing. That's tough. I mean, we're so down at receiver right now, but it's like at this point, trade Judy. He stinks. He's doing what he did in Denver. Drops and His attitude's gonna start getting in the way, and then it's like, bye, bye. Trade him for like a half-eaten box of Cheez-Its or a candy bar. Klondike. There you go. Or a package of jugs machine. That's even better. Yeah. Trade him for a jugs machine. So the other guys can learn how to catch. Uh, you can also maybe trade him for 2 tickets to the Hall of Fame, or a duffel bag to put his stuff in. Washing machine, a fax machine, a used Prius. Trade him for a Prius. Oh man. That's just, and he catches that pass. Hoops himself. Inconsistent. Yeah. Damn. Oh my god. I'm so almost done with Judy though. We're talking about trading players. Yeah, let's trade David Njoku, who is really reliable. No, let's keep the bum who keeps dropping passes. Yeah, there's the Peppers blindside hit on Delpit. So, all right, so they're at their own 10. Snap. Here's a pitch. Gets swallowed up. Loss of like 3. Second down. Pickett. Second down. Back to pass. Knock that ball out. I just need someone to put a well placed boom on the ball and watch that thing just pop out. 7:19 to go here in the first. Down 3-0. There's Swessinger, one of the other promising rookies on the team. Whole class looks promising, low key. 41 tackles, leads the team. 2 QB hits. 3rd and 6. Come on, get off the field here. Give me a sack. 3rd season as defensive coordinator for Jim Schwartz. Shotgun for Rodgers. Empty backfield. No. Metcalf. That ropes it. Campbell was all in his back pocket, too. Looking back for the ball. Ah, see, he reached up a little late. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he was right in the back pocket of Metcalf. Has to be right on the line. Can't even be mad about that pass. I already know where Newsom would be. Newsom would be like 10 yards the other way. He'd be 10 yards behind him. First down. Gets to the 40. Gain of about 1. He's not even looking bad. Yeah, I mean, what he does when he makes a play, right? Does he go, hey, start dancing stupid looking? Second and 9. There's Dylan Gabriel looking at the iPad. Oh, 2nd and 9. DK Metcalf goes to the bottom of the screen under center. Here comes pressure. He flipped it. And instead, they lose another like 2 or 3 yards after that. Shelby Harris. Rodgers had to flip that at the last possible second. Malik Collins was all up on his grill. He said, that was Tryon. That was Joe Tryon. Shelby Harris making a big play too. 3rd and 18. If they give up a first down on this play, bro, we're just not meant to have it. Joe Tryon and Shelby Harris. I almost had the sack. Back to pass. Dumps it off. And Metcalf. Gonna get a few yards, but obviously 4th down. You're not gonna expect Rodgers to sit back there for too long with our pass rush the way it is. Just wish Joe Tryon would have been able to finish that sack. So Larvadane back to receive the punt. Waitman to punt it away. And let's see where they put it. All right. They're not going to show where they put it. Okay. There's the Science Center, I guess. Browns will get it back here. Oh, joy. The Rams got a doink. Oh. Wow. Okay. Nick Wilson on Twitter says, I hope this 3-0 deficit isn't too great for the Browns to overcome. So we already know if the Steelers score a touchdown at some point, it's over. This team ain't scoring. This team can barely score 10, let alone 20 or anything like that. Elmo was in his back pocket. You realize how accurate your pass has to be to get to the receiver who's at the sideline right here and the corner right here? I think if Campbell might have had his hands up a little bit earlier, he might have been able to bat it away, but that's DK Metcalf for you. You know, he makes those catches like that. He's insane. He's insane. Ay, ay, ay. Nick Wilson, but he overreacts. People are. They're overreactionary. Like me. You see me on Twitter, bro. Do I have to tell you what I'd be tweeting? Literally 1 second I tweet, oh, this guy sucks. Very next play, oh my God, he's amazing. He's the best in the world. I'm extremely overreactionary sometimes. I just go play by play. You know, I mean, I do it on a play by play basis. Browns get it down 3-0. 3:54 to go in the first. Under center for Gabriel. Back to pass. Throws. Caught by Thrash. Gets about 9.5 yards. Throw. The lefty. Right on the dot. Good catch. Gets control. Never hits the ground. Good stuff. Yeah. Never hit the ground. So 2nd and 1. And Judkins gets the first down. I've mentioned before, I don't care how this team does this year, as long as the rookies look good. Gives us hope for the future. 70 plus total yards in each game of the first 4 career games, first player in team history. And even Chip did that. That's crazy. First and 10. Not sure if he'll do that today, though. Hampson takes a reverse. Gets about 2. Respectable, considering all the traffic in that area. I'm wondering what would happen if they try to jet sweep, but I don't want to know. Like a reverse. Kind of don't want to know what would happen. It'd go disastrous, because that's how things go with us. 2:30 to go and 2:32 to go. 2nd and 8. Shotgun for Gabriel. Back to pass. Overthrown. And there's a flag down. Be holding on the Browns. Well, that's on Jabril Peppers again. First down. Illegal hands to the face. Former Brown once upon a time. She saw Jabril Peppers play in high school one time. He was actually pretty good. Played for Paramus Catholic. Saw him against, was it Ignatius? St. Ignatius in Cleveland? Or was it X? I can't remember who it was. No, I think it was, yeah, it was St. Ignatius. Yeah, I remember that too. And 2:28 to go. They're going to call timeout. The Browns have to call timeout after a penalty. They're too shocked. Like, oh my God, we got a penalty in our favor for a free first down. Congested concepts. What are we doing? You would think they'd be trying to get guys open, right? Achan. Oh. Yeah, next week we face the Dolphins. I can already tell you Achan's probably going to carve us up. But who knows? Who knows? Going on Twitter and seeing Ravens fans crash out over Cooper Rush. It's like, damn, that's tough. Just shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Play action. Sack. Jalen Ramsey. Didn't even get any chance to do anything on that play. Ramsey just came right around. Nobody bothered to block him. Fannin was way too late. Yeah, Ramsey might have hurt himself again because he was battling an injury. 2nd and 17. Dump ball. Oh, here's a handoff. Goes about a yard. This team ain't moving the ball for crap, dude. Offenses, all they're doing is short yardage stuff. And when they do something deep, freaking Gabriel overthrows him. Hey, Gabriel, just pretend you got Tez Johnson and Evan Stewart out there. Seemed like you could do that really well, but again, that's college. With Dan Lanning and those guys. 3rd and 16. Cover. And that's Larvadane. Still going. Oh, they think you. It kept going. Did his knee touch? Oh, nice block before, though. Oh, right there. Okay. They're going to rule him down because I think his hand went down. I don't know if his knee was down, though. Yep, they would blow it dead. Classic. Bjorkes? Really, dude? Bjorkes, what gives, dude? Nice shank, you bum. God, trying to be like Joe McGuire for the Buckeyes with your 20-yard punt? Um, Straight shank. 21-0 in regular season since 2004 against us. 28 points per game. They've allowed about 15 points per game. Team ain't going to score unless we get a turnover. Under center for Rodgers. Hands it off. Gets the run. Gets about 8 yards. Oh, this team is sorry as hell, dude. Second quarter coming up. Down 3-0. Offense is just, dude. His knee touched or anything. He kept going. I think I was down. Keep going. Mailing chick down. Yeah. You know, the Shador people are going to be like, just put Shador in. Just put Shador in. Does Bubba Ventrone still have a job? Who knows? I used to play the game for the Browns. I used to play. Hmm. But maybe his hand was down, which I think your hand can be down for balance. They blew that dead pretty quickly. They blew it dead a little quick, but who knows? Maybe his knee touched it for like a second and I just didn't notice it. When he was twisting out of there. Yeah. Bubba Ventrone got hands it up. First down. Right. Back to pass. Sure coming. He gets rid of it. Airmails it. There's a lot of traffic around him. The pocket was rapidly closing. Alex Wright and Garrett coming off the sides. Reed even came up in the middle there, and Harris is there as well. Got in the face of Rodgers. And that's going to take a freaking turnover like that we get a pick six or a scoop and score here for us to score because this offense ain't doing jack squat for us. Shotgun for Rodgers. Missed tackle. Oh, weak ass tackling, of course. Weak ass tackling. A Browns tradition since forever. Just sheds a tackler easy. I've never seen dudes get just breeze right off. Like he's covered in like Vaseline or something. Just slides right off. Slides right off him. Under center. Instead of 45, that's, well, 44, that's about it. Third down. Second down. Second down. Boku. Yeah. Now those two would still not be able to save this team. Second and 7. Get the ball out. Gets shy of the 40. Third. Offense 25th, 27th, 24th, and tied for 18th in sacks allowed. Rush yard defense first, second, tied for fourth, and tied for fifth. So they don't really give up a lot on defense, but the offense stinks. We don't have the worst offense in the league. Oh wait, the Jets exist. That's right, but still. 3-3. We all know they're gonna get this first down too. Back to pass. Yep, there it is. Yep. Yep. It's Gainwell, the former Eagle. Guys missing tackles, as always. Yeah, I'm watching the play again. Only Larvadane's hand went down. His knee never touched. If I'm Larvadane, I'm going to the end zone still. First and 10, near the 30. Overthrew Washington. Covered Hickman. Missed him. Really. And it's a big dude to miss, too. He was a little early on it. Yeah. Just a bit in front. Yep. It's really hard to miss that big of a target, but he was just a little hair in front. Trying to lead him a little too much, I guess. 162 reception. Wow. Second and 10. 11:15 to go, or 16 to go. Throws it up. It hit the back of Campbell. It hit Campbell's backside. If Campbell had turned, I don't think you could turn around in that situation, but hey, good job by Campbell. To be fair, he's all over these guys. He's all over freaking Metcalf. He hit him on the freaking back. They say Campbell is like a clean type of physical. Think of Benosin, but without the grabbing. for the most part. 3rd and 10. Can they get off the field? Back to pass. Overthrown. Campbell again. 4th down. Now, see, on that play where the ball hit him in the back, we all know damn well Newsom would have been, he would have been doing some funky dances thinking he did something. I was like, okay, cool. So Boswell in for another field goal. 50-yard attempt. It's up and good, barely, but it slipped in. Giggity. And it's now 6-0. Okay. Campbell looking impressive. We all know. That guy. Uh, ball hit in the back. That guy. I'm gonna say Greg. We all know Greg would have been dancing his ass off if that happened. Ball hit him in the back. Yeah. Campbell got. I think he fits this system a lot better. Justin Campbell, though. I knew they would. I knew they would. Jags fans hating his ass, but hey, he's. I think it's because he fits our system just good enough. He's a good. Jim Schwartz loves a physical corner who can play man coverage, and that's what Campbell's doing. He's been in DK's back pocket every time. But let's be honest, guys. If Greg was in that spot, ball, he's like tight coverage, ball hits him in the back. Greg's dancing his ass off. What is this dance? He'd be putting on some sort of dance recital performance. It's one thing to, celebrate a little bit, like what some guys would do. They go seatbelt, or Denzel's That's cool because you made a play. That's cool. Be putting on a whole ass dance recital performance. So 6-0 Steelers. Kicks away. Unfortunately, 6 might be enough to beat this Browns team. 6 is honestly enough to beat this Browns team. Uh, really, they're testing Campbell, man. So far. So first 10 Browns at their own 27, 28-yard line. Shotgun for Gabriel. 8 rush yards. Hands it off. He'll get to the 31. Flacco traded to Cincy. Newsom traded to Jacksonville. Campbell, of course, acquired in that trade. Dodgers could beat the Browns with runs alone. Any team could. Yeah. The Guardians probably could. There's Shadur, active for the first time this year as the backup quarterback. They don't have a third quarterback because they don't have three quarterbacks, really. They didn't activate. Here's Sampson. Good run by Dylan. Gets it to the 34. Third down. Actually using more Dylan Sampson. I like that. How are they going to fumble this opportunity? The short yardage. Oh, man, if they would have been able to seal off that left side, they would have had something, but it wouldn't have been much. 4. 9:42 to go in the half. Jerome Ford in the game. Oh, joy. Shotgun for Gabriel. Back to pass. Sack. And there's a flag. Puka Nakua? Oh, no. Don't tell me he got hurt. Okay. This offense is ass, dude. Ass butter. Ass juice. Whatever. It's juice. Offense. There's nobody. They don't respect our freaking receivers because they're all mostly garbage, except for. But everyone on this team is mostly garbage. Another punt. Punt too. And they actually tackle him. Nice. They actually tackled him. Yeah, 6 points might honestly be insurmountable. The offense hasn't really been the same since they let AVP go. Yeah. They really gave TJ Watt the sack. 3 guys were in the area.
So how about we try something that's timeless? Oh yeah, good call. Ooh, beyond my proximity grow on us. Designing into a outright.
Ay, ay, ay. I missed the 2020 season. 2023 too, especially. When the team was actually good. 20 was something else, because you had the sickness thing going on. But meanwhile, the Browns were actually good. Like they won 11 freaking games. They lose week 1, then they rattled off like 4 straight wins, a couple times in that game, a couple times that year. Ain't seen nothing like that since. Also, the quarterback was pretty damn good too before he wrecked his shoulder and then things went south. So Steelers with the ball again. Checking for Rodgers. Smith gets about 7.
Yeah, it's a bit of a double catch in there because Pittsburgh is the
2nd and 4. A yard. Brought down by Collins. Minutes to go in the half. Mason Graham, I need Joe to do something here. Get the heck, beat the crap out of this old man. Old man abuse. Garrett's coming after him. And of course, he gets rid of it. To Jalen Warren for the first down. Just shovel pass. Now he's pulling Pat Mahomes' stunts. Now you're pulling freaking Mahomes' stunts. Aaron Rodgers out here doing Pat Mahomes stunts. Back to pass. Oh, the one time Campbell took a bad route. Campbell was trying to jump the route for some reason. Just the way he kind of went in. It looked like he was trying to jump it. Oh, he bit on the double and then, yeah. Pushed out of bounds. Man was coming after him. Back to pass. Caught. Open. First down. Yep. Now here we go. They're going to start playing off again. What happened? Penn State has fired James Franklin. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're wait to face us so we could do it. Man, I wanted to be the reason they fired him, man. Damn it. Damn it, man. I wanted to be the reason that they fired James Franklin. Of course, we would have had to wait 2 weeks, and I don't think they could. Because they have a dumps it off. We dropped it. They fired James Franklin. Crazy thing is, preseason, they said, oh, Penn State's going to be a natty contender. Everybody came back. Man, they got a good quarterback. They got all these players coming back. That's the thing. Katron Allen, Nick Singleton, all those guys, they could have left. They came back for that garbage. They suck. They stink. You can honestly, they like kind of. Offense can't move the ball. Defense is But damn, bro. 2nd and 10. And we have a whistle. False start. They actually fired him. I Dude. Chaz Coleman, Ohio State. You know you want to. Chaz Coleman transfers to Ohio State. You know you want to, buddy. I know you want to. I know you want to. Man, that's crazy. Dang. Wow. All right. Fans are loving it too because they hate Penn State. Back to pass. Dumps it off. First down. They're just moving the ball with relative ease. Oh, someone lost his helmet. Oh, it's one of their old linemen. Garrett, somewhere. Was Garrett even out? He was. I don't know if he was out there actually. Anderson out there blocking Devin Bush. I can't believe they fired James Franklin, man. That's crazy. Time for Chaz Coleman to come home. Come play for the Buckeyes. Back to pass. Dumps it off again. Gets about 2. 3rd and 9. 4th down. Another field goal coming out. The thing is, these field goals are enough to beat us because our offense is ass. Dang. And let's see who from Penn State enters the portal and who decommits. I'm sure if they have anyone like that they had committed that I'd be going after. But that's interesting. O-line coach Lonnie Teasley is out at South Carolina. Kick is up and good. Must be nice to have an automatic kicker. 9-0. All they're getting is field goals. They don't even need any touchdowns. Newsom got burned by Jay Smith. Jay Smith. Oh, hang on. Okay. Damn. Oh, Jackson Smith and Jigba? Oh, that's tough. That's tough. That's crazy, dude. Imagine Jim Knowles too. Jim Knowles went there only to have their coach fired. Who's going to be the interim coach? Let's let it be Jim Knowles. That'd be hilarious. Oh, that's tough. Imagine those guys that they went back for another year, right? Like, I'm gonna go through their roster real quick. I'm gonna go through their recruiting class and stuff and just talk about that. I know Penn State fans would love to hear that. Smith and Jigba, yeah. You got to include the Smith and Jigba. There's a lot of Jay Smiths. There's quite a few of them. John Smith, but he's playing in this game. There's quite a few of them. John Smith, but he's playing in this game. Obviously. I'm thinking you were talking. I had to look at who they were facing. I was like, oh, the Seahawks. Yeah. I'm thinking you were talking. I had to look at who they were facing. I was like, oh, the Seahawks. Yeah. Jackson Smith and Jigba. No surprise. Did he do a dance? Did he dance after making a play? Ask Jaguars fans. Gonna play. Ask Jaguars fans. How many times has he danced in that game so far? Dollars up front. Dollars up front. Can't believe they actually fired his ass. So here's the return by Samson. There's a flag. That'll be coming back. That'll be coming back. Oh yeah. Kilo Brew looks like he took a hit. That's tough. Yeah, this offense is putrid. Yeah. This team is just a mess. Jerome Baker with the penalty. Damn. $48 million buyout. They owe him $48 million. Like I said, I don't really care what happens in this season. I just want the rookies to show out. So Penn State, let's see what they got. See what they got for me. All right, so their 2026 class. Kevin Brown is their leading guy. 4-star lineman. Messiah Mickens, Matt Sieg, Davion Brown, Jackson Ford. That's another one to look at. Ohio State was hard after him in recruiting, but he went to Penn State. Tough choice. Peterson, Elijah Littlejohn. I don't think we were after him. I think that's the only one, really. Yeah, that was the only guy I think that we were seriously after. Yeah, Jackson Ford was the only one that we were really kind of hard after because he visited and we gave him a look, but I think it was like his size or something that they didn't really like. So I don't know if they're going to actually go after him if he decommits. That's just tough, man. Wanted to be the reason that they fired him. Again, who cares? Drew Aller's out for the year. Oh, Terry Smith will be the interim coach. Longtime assistant coach and has been there all 12 years. But who would have thought, right? State was looked at as the preseason favorite for the Big Ten because they brought everybody back. They brought back all those dudes, both running backs. A lot of their players on defense came back. And the messed up thing is, they can't redshirt. They've played too many games. They can't redshirt and dip and transfer. So they're done. Rest of the season because James Franklin stinks. I mean, receiving core is mid. They at least addressed it a little bit. I mean, Tyron Hudson, Devontae Ross, Trebor Pena, all transfer seniors. Wasted a year. Tessier Denmark. I know we were after him a couple years ago. We Howard, a freshman. Cam Wallace, Corey Smith. Here's a dump off to Judy. Surprisingly, he caught that ball. Gets it to about the 18-yard line. Katron Allen and Nick Singleton are seniors. Straight up. They can't redshirt. Could have came out last year. Of them. Because you can leave one after your junior year. After the year they had, they could have left. But they came back trying to go for that championship and nope. That's tough, man. Chance Coleman needs to dip the hell out of there and come to Cleveland. No, Ohio State. Cleveland, and in the future to play for the Browns or something. But yeah, back to pass. Gabriel throws, caught by Judy. Oh, so he catches that. Okay. He'll catch the tough ones, but he'll drop the easy ones. All right. All right. Okay. That's cool. Nice catch though. Surprisingly, he was able to catch that. First and 10, 2:30 to go. Penn State actually did it. I can't believe it. It's hilarious. Wow. Wow. Under center. Snap. Back to pass. Sack. These guys can't protect him for crap, man. Sack, 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 sack. He's getting flashbacks to the Rose Bowl. Ohio State was all over him. He's gonna be he's getting flashbacks to the Rose Bowl. Ohio State, I think, had like 9 sacks or something in that game. He's gonna go into the fetal position. But what happened, Dylan? Rose Bowl. 34-0. Oh my god. He got, it's like, damn. 30 days, so I think it's like 30 days. Not sure, to be honest. I'm honestly not sure. Because they have a new rule now. But I think it's a 30-day. I think the 30-day window comes into effect here. I'm sure someone will talk about it on Twitter. Damn. People had Penn State as a favorite in the Big Ten heading into the season. Okay. So Browns with the ball. I gotta change the position arrow. With the pass. Sack again? No. Flag. Holding. These freaking tackles cannot block for more than 5 seconds. Defense. Ooh. Hands to the face on Cam Hayward. Must have did that to a lineman. Let's see here. Right there. Oh, he's got him all up. He's got him in a chokehold. He had dude in a chokehold. He can't do that. Watch the Browns only end up with a field goal. 1st and 10, 1:54 to go. Shotgun for Gabriel. Hands it off. There goes Jerome Ford. 1st down. Pretty good play for Jerome Ford. Wow, he actually ran upfield and not just running to the sideline. That's what he does. That's his method. He runs to the side and then tries to cut upfield. Expecting a major recruiting ripple? Oh, of course. You're gonna see dudes decommitting like crazy from there. And then you're gonna see transfer portal stuff too. Judy motions. Back to pass. Flag. Hot. Judy hits the dirt. He's still going inside field goal range, but that's probably going to come back. Should be a legal formation. because he wasn't set. Yeah. 60. That's Robinson again. He was lined up a little bit off the hip of the. So you got to be lined up on the hip, essentially right next to the center. You're not lined up with everybody else. So, as usual, negates a big play. Gabriel Jenkins has decommitted from Penn State. Number 13 linebacker in the class of 2027. And so it begins. That's the usual back-breaking penalty that we always have. Back to pass. Hot. And Joku gets about 14 and took a hit afterwards. Might have landed on the ball. Yeah, he took a whack after that play. Catch, though. Job to hang on to it, but damn. Concussion from Marvin Harrison Jr., possibly. So they'll use a timeout here since they're within the last 2 minutes. Nice catch, though. Of course. Oh, everything. Execution. Can't really move the ball. 2nd and 1. They have one timeout left. Hands it off. Gets inside the 45. It'll be first down. Minute 14 to go. You'd want to probably try and get in field goal range here. Maybe even try to go for the end zone one time. Throws. And then there's a flag down. Yeah. Porter's like, it's on him. It's on him.
So multiple flags in the pocket. Third flag.
Playing on the Browns, and then offsetting penalties. Pass interference on us, and PI on offensive PI on us, and then Queen just leveled Gabriel. You know, that's definitely roughing the passer. He helmet to helmet action. Ugh. No dancing yet. Yeah. 1st and 10, minute 3 to go. Back to pass. Batted away. That's Porter Jr. again. These guys are like getting no separation. They're not even scheming them to get separation. I rarely ever see a play where the receiver's open. They always got a dude on their back pocket. 2nd and 10, a minute to go in the half. Back to pass. Caught. First down. Judy with a catch. So now he wants to make catches. Okay. Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, beats Porter Jr. Good stuff. Good stuff. 55 seconds to go, first down. 6 targets, 4 catches, 36 yards for Judy. 51 total yards this drive. Shotgun for Gabriel. Bond motions up top. He's got Ramsey on him. And he overthrows double coverage on Judy. If Judy would have snagged that somehow, bro, I don't think anybody would snag that. Jeremiah probably could. But Jeremiah's just too damn big. Yeah, that would have been that's a dangerous throw. Because you have Thornhill lurking back there too, and just off the hands. He probably could have caught that, but Gator hands because he saw Thornhill coming up the middle. I don't know if he would have been able to hold on to that with Thornhill coming up. 51 seconds to go at the 35. Empty backfield. Hot. Gets a few yards. Gannon with a nice catch. 45 seconds to go here in the half. That's Eccles. I think the Browns called timeout. Or something happened. They're not really showing anything, so okay. Oh God, Chris Fedor. If there was Newsom, he would have been putting on a dance recital. That's funny. Woken out a TikTok dance. Oh, for sure. Yep. He would have been putting on a whole. Oh, it was Steelers calling a timeout. 3rd and 8. 45 seconds to go. There's Aaron Rodgers. Shotgun inside the 35. Empty backfield. Back to pass. Caught. First down. Why are you not going to the first down marker, bro? Oh, they gave him the forward progress. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, really got it. By the tip of the ball. Why is Dylan running away, almost running away from the contact? Jags missed a kick? Damn. 1st and 10, 38 seconds to go. Good job by Dylan. Just barely got the first down. Barely got it. Browns called a timeout. Yeah, barely got it. By the tip of the ball. At the 25. Gabriel. Judkins in the backfield. Back to pass. Throws. That's Fannin. Gotta hurry up. Get the ball up there. 27 seconds to go and counting. Take a shot here or something, maybe. Snap. There's Njoku. First down. Out of bounds. Go, David. Now I think right here you can probably take a shot or two at the end zone. Okay. Offense actually doing good so far. Smith looking on. They're right around the 10-yard line. Wow. 8 of 10 on this drive. Not bad. And we have a whistle. Timeout, Steelers. They didn't like what they were seeing, so they called timeout. Gabe Jenkins, decommitted from Penn State. You're going to see a lot of that now. Didn't expect that, but yeah. Oh, dang. JSN? Was that? So, what's Newsom's number? Is he number 6 or 5 or whatever? That might have been him who got cooked on that touchdown. Shotgun for Gabriel. Snap. Caught. Gets a few yards, runs out of bounds. Second down. Yeah, you have to go out of bounds forward. They're going to take a shot here, I think. We should fumble this chance and actually not get a field goal out of it. Schmidt waiting. Shotgun. Snap. Back to pass. Almost intercepted, but to be fair, there was nothing really there. So field goal time. Joku not looking. He was lucky it was only tipped. It could have been picked. And Joku taking forever to look for the ball. Knowing how Njoku can get up there, he probably could have caught that too. If he was looking for it. So this is a 31-yard attempt from Schmidt. Snap. It's up and it's good. So the Browns will go into half down 9-3. Nothing but field goals so far in this game. 9-3. It was him? Oh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough, man. All right, so we're at halftime. Browns only down 6. Offense put on a great drive at the end of the half. Got us in the field goal range. At least we got points out of it. Not too bad. When Gabriel actually gets time to throw, he can be pretty good. Wow. Damn, look at this. Jackson Smith and Jigba, first 6 games of his season, 651 yards. He's him. He is him. He's him. Get him a good quarterback, and he'll make plays. That's what he does. So now let's take a look at the box score. Yeah, I figured that was probably him. Classic. Dylan Gabriel, 13 of 18, 92 yards. On the ground, 6 carries, 14 yards for Judkins. 1 for 12 for Ford. 2 for 5 for Sampson. Judy has 4 receptions, 36 yards. Njoku, 2 for 22. Sampson, 2 for 12. Not much else from anybody else, really. Defense, no sacks, obviously. They have 3 sacks. Jalen Ramsey and then Watt and Highsmith have half a sack, and Harmon has a sack. Rodgers, 12 of 19, 120 yards. Warren, 6 carries, 23 yards. Johnson, 3 for 13. Yeah. Donnell Washington, 2 for 48. One of those was the first play of the game, really. DK, 2 for 45. Jonnu Smith, 2 for 11. Warren, 2 for 11. And then Donnell Washington fumbled, but luckily for him, it went out of bounds. That was Tyson Campbell who popped that ball out. Okay, why? Oh, it's just the station. I was like, why is my TV dark? Oh boy. Man, I really feel for those players that came back to Penn State to try to win it, right? Darius Gray. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Buckeye target on the offensive line. Hmm, interesting. Hmm. Yeah. James Franklin getting on Twitter to post Iowa, Iowa, Iowa. Your account is locked. That's tough. Fired, fired, fired. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god. Oh wow, you know, I mean, it's so tough watching Penn State over the years because I think they went right from Joe Paterno to James Franklin. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they went from Joe Paterno to James Franklin. I'm pretty sure. Let me check real quick. All right, let's get some scores from around the Chargers at halftime. 16 at halftime over the Saints. Rams in Baltimore 3-3 at halftime. Classic. 14-10 Indianapolis over Arizona halftime. Seattle over Jacksonville 13-6 at halftime, and Dallas over Carolina at halftime 17-13. Browns, of course, down 9-3. So yeah, they went right from no, they had that's right. They had Bill O'Brien for 2 years. That's right. Because then he went to the NFL. That's right. So really, they only between Joe Paterno and James Franklin, they had 2 years, and they were mid both years, 8-4 and 7-5. And then first 2 years of Franklin, 7-6 each year. Okay. After that, aside from the sickness year, they only had 1 year where they lost more than what 3 games. Besides 2018, they went 9-4. Well, I should say they won 9+ games. Yeah, they only had 1 year where they won less than 9 games. Besides 2020, because they played only 9 games. They went 7-6 in 2021. And to Franklin's credit, he made a bowl game almost every year he was there. The only year he didn't make a bowl game, 2020. It's funny. They go win, loss, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And then they made it to the Orange Bowl last year in the CFP semifinal and lost. And a heartbreaker. Just a brutal way to go if you're the Penn State Nittany Lions. That's for sure. I said I wanted the Buckeyes to be the reason they fired him, but you really couldn't wait. I don't think. Let me see what their schedule looks like. Because Iowa next week and they just smoked freaking Wisconsin. No, that would have been the reason to fire him. Losing to Iowa, 2025 Iowa, who, to be fair, they look better this year. That team could barely score points. I think because they had Kirk Ferentz's son or something as the OC. think they finally got rid of him, and oh, what do you know? They can actually score. All right, let's see what else they got coming up. 2025 schedule. Wow, and that's brutal. And it's funny because people were getting on Penn State about their non-con schedule. Nevada, FIU, and Villanova. That was their non-conference schedule. It's only this year. Oh my God. They couldn't even beat Northwestern. And all three losses were in heartbreaking fashion. 30-24 loss to Oregon in 2 overtimes. They lost by 5 to UCLA. And then they lose by 1 to Northwestern. But then it gets tougher because they have Iowa on the road. Bye week. Ohio State on the road. They come home to face Indiana. See 3 more losses right there. Then they have Sparty. Okay, you might be able to win that game. But then you go face Nebraska. Nebraska's liable to kick their butt. And then Rutgers. So I see them maybe winning 5 games this year. Beating Sparty and beating Rutgers. After that, that's it. 5 wins. And 3 of your wins are non-con games. Next year. Like it really matters. So next year, oh wow, Marshall, Temple, Buffalo. Oh, look at their conference schedule. Wow, no Ohio State. They actually avoid Ohio State. That's crazy. That's that. Nah, they can't. They really could have sworn that they made that a protected rivalry because they swear that they're rivals, right? They always tell us, yeah, we're rivals. We've been kicking your butt how many years now? And it's still crazy to think James Franklin only beat us 1 time because of a freaking BS block kick. That's it. That's the last time they beat us because of a BS block kick. That was one thing they always criticized James Franklin for, never being able to beat the best teams in the Big Ten. Couldn't do it. Interested to see where he ends up, though, because there's a university that'll snatch him up. You should go to like a smaller college and build him up, right? Maybe he goes to Oregon State and UCLA. No, he's not going there. I don't even know what he'll do. Is he going to even coach again next year? I'm sure he will. Probably in someplace. There is a team that likes his pedigree, and they will hire him. Pedigree of being a loser. Yeah. Ohio State has won 8 in a row against Penn State. Their last loss, of course, came on that heartbreaking field goal 24-21 in 2016. And remember, he was hired. They beat us, I think, only 1 time. That was the only time they beat us. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough, man. And now, if you're a Buckeye recruiting fan, if you like to follow recruiting, that's a team to really keep an eye on. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of kids dipping out of there, transferring or decommitting. And there's another one. 2027 tackle Leighton Von Brandt decommitted from Penn State. 2027. I don't know if Ohio State was in on these guys. But yeah, Jackson Ford and Chaz Coleman. The Tasmanian demon. Oh my God. So yeah, Trent Bray got fired by Oregon State too. That's 2 more spots open now. But that's actually crazy though. I'm sure he said the same thing Ed Orgeron said when LSU fired him. What time do you want me gone, or what door do you want me out of? Eh, that's funny. Browns will fire Stefanski and hire James Franklin. You'll get the same crap offense too. Just a suckish situation, man. Your quarterback goes down for the year, and then you immediately fire your coach. Nightmare situation, nightmare season for them. You truly hate to see it. All the expectations. It's tough. Browns down 9-3. Browns will get the ball to start the second half too, so we'll see what adjustments both teams have made. 13 of 18, 92 yards. Got sacked 3 times though. It would be nice to see us maybe go down and score some more points. That's asking an awful lot though. You see some teams like scoring like 20 plus in their sleep. Scoring 20 for this team is like as rare as a unicorn or a Bigfoot. Here's the return by Sampson. Gets it past the 20, and that's about it. And here comes Dylan Gabriel. Led the offense down the field in a 2-minute drive. Halftime in 5 or 6 games. I think the only game we didn't trail at halftime was last week. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Under center for Gabriel. Hands it off. Jenkins, he'll get about 4. I want to see Judkins pop it outside and just run upfield. But doing that against the NFL defense is tough. Obviously, guys are faster, and yeah, it's easy to do that against college kids because it's college. I want to see him break one though. 14:21 to go here in the third. Gabriel motions a guy. Fannin back to pass. Sack. Threw it in. It's incomplete. It's an incomplete pass. Nope, they said it's a fumble. Sides too. Offsides. And he lined up again on the neutral zone. TJ Watt line up. That ball was coming forward. Another neutral zone. That's tough. That's 2 on Watt now. Offside on TJ Watt. Thank you, TJ. What James Franklin's going to do? He's going to have a lot of free time. So it's 2nd and 1 under center. High formation. And a false start. Always a freaking play on the freaking left tackle. Come on, Cam. Bro, it's freaking you. I saw him budge. I was like, are you serious, dude? I know you're new here, but bro, you're a veteran. You're making these dumb things like a freaking rookie would. How's it? Negative. Every time. 2nd and 6. Take 1 step forward, 5 steps back. Always. Always. It's putting on the damn ball so damn long. God. Then they're playing bobble ball over here. God, can't be holding on to the damn ball for 5 seconds. And you got these guys over here playing bobble ball. You almost had the pick, too. 3rd and 6. There's always a drive-killing penalty with this bum-ass team. Back to pass. Batted it down. Offense is literally garbage. Garbage. 4th down. They were in a great spot, 2nd and 1, and then yeah, watch us batted it down because Gabriel's like, eh. I don't know. This offense is ass butter, dude. It hasn't been good since they let go of freaking Alex Van Pelt, the OC, when we were actually good. Still wonder why they got rid of Alex Van Pelt. They fired him for some reason. There's the punt by Bajorquez. Wow, good punt. He outkicked the coverage. He actually outkicked the coverage. And they'll get it at their own 21. At least Bajorquez can punt it a little bit better. Pat put Shador in. Nah, I don't know if he's ready. He must be close, though, because they have him as the number 2. They were confident enough to get rid of Flacco. They were confident enough in Shador. Oh my God, what is this? Oh, the Rams made a catch with it. Rams player made a catch and landed on his ass. Classic. That's Kyron Williams. Yeah, he caught a ball and his left butt cheek was down, so that's a catch. Wow. Classify a left butt cheek as 2 feet. Oh, that's funny. Wow.
It's also a realization that you exercise your mom.
Hmm. Back. So Steelers have it. What do I think about Crown Jewel? It was a good PLE. It was solid. So 1st and 20 after the holding call. Miles Garrett, 1 tackle today so far. Back to pass. And he'll get about 5. That's Delpit, I believe, on the tackle. Second and 15. 12:56 to go in the third quarter. Down by 6. Rogers in the gun, running back to his right. Come on, Garrett. Now's the time to make a play, buddy. Asking an awful lot out of you, of course, because, I mean, offense ain't doing nothing, so the defense has to do all the stuff, do all the work. To be fair, the offense actually looked somewhat good on that drive before the half, but that's about it. Number 4. We already know the Browns probably ain't getting off the field here. It could be 3rd and 20, and they need somehow find a way to get a first down. It'll be a quick pass, dump off, dude will be wide open. Back to pass. Hey, nice job by Ward to break it up. Playing the pass. Rogers and Metcalf looking for a flag, but nothing called. 4th down. Good stuff. Good stuff. Damn. So 4th and 4, 11:59 to go here in the third quarter. First 3 and out for the Steelers. Almost blocked it. Flag is thrown. And of course, that'll give them a first down. It's always something. They can't even bum rush the punter right. 11:47 left. That's going to be a free first down.
Gets it off cleanly. Gainwell was blocking. On the defense. Goodbye during penalty. Moving on to the first down.
Good job, special teams. Good job, Bubba Ventrone's unit, giving them a free first down. Again. Happens, I think, almost every week or so. Get a 4th down, force a punt. They can't even try to, block the punt correctly. So, yeah, give them a free first down. There you go. Freaking bum ass players, dude. He was blocked into him, but still. With the Browns, they always have their hand on the flag when we do something. So it'll still be Steeler ball. The center for Rogers. And a missed tackle. And near first down. These guys don't even really tackle. They just try to grab. I want to know what the hell kind of wow. 2nd and 1. Damn, Thomas, some practice squad level bum scrub. No wonder you're playing special teams. You're a freaking scrub. I should cut his bum ass for doing that. Costing this team a chance. Because now watch the Steelers go down and score points when we gotta stop. But nope. Hands it off. Warren gets near a first down. We got the first down. Yep, here we go. They're probably going to go down and score points now. So, yeah, thanks, Cam Thomas, you freaking scrub. Just for that, I'd freaking cut your bum ass. Send you to the freaking unemployment line. Let's see if I will take you. Maybe the UFA will take you. Someone almost lost a shoe. Gotta fix the shoe in the on the fly. 1st and 10, under center. Back to pass. Throws it deep, wide open. Oh, and he underthrew him. He underthrew Metcalf. I'm just waiting for the yellow laundry. Where's the yellow laundry? Because you know how that's how PIs happen. Oh, Campbell stumbled. I'm just waiting for it. I was just waiting for it. That's like how most PIs happen. Underthrown ball. It's a duck. Receiver has to stop and go back for it, and then the corner runs into him. And yeah, but hey, good job by Campbell to kind of, ease up and play the ball too. He didn't just run him over because we know someone else that would have. Wide open. It's Metcalf. Yep, you're going to score points. Good job, Cam Thomas. Good job. Good job, buddy. Yep. Yep. Good job, buddy. Always. 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 This is crazy way for Jags fans to find out what we already knew about Newsom. Dude, JSN barbecued freaking Newsom on that touchdown though. See why we were so keen on getting rid of him. I'm not even mad that we got rid of him. Meanwhile, Campbell's actually not been bad. Yeah, Steelers are gonna score because of that dumbass freaking play on special teams. Hands it off. I mean, I would honestly fire freaking Bubba Ventrone. He had a good special teams coordinator. Maybe ever? Tabor wasn't even bad, but he was not good. You got to get rid of this loser, Bubba Ventrone. Rogers looking, throws, caught, touchdown. That's the other Hayward. I thought Hickman would have freaking batted that away. But as always, always, always. Job, you bum on special teams. Yeah. Kick is up and good. 16-3. Should have been a punt. Should have had the ball. Bum loser on freaking punt coverage. Runs into the punter. They turn it into a touchdown. Pretty bad if I was Cam Thomas. Right? That's Connor Hayward. Yep. Yep. They turn a dumbass thing into a touchdown. Happens every time. Kings forward Keegan Murray suffered a torn UCL in his left thumb. Ugh, damn, it's a tough break. Literally. 4 to 6 weeks. Ugh. Do this a lot. Giving the opponent extra downs. Can't do anything right, man. They really can't. Remember the amount of coaches fired after a Steelers game? That tradition. Oi. Bubba is probably going to go before Kevin. He has to get rid of Bubba. You literally forced a 3-and-out. If it was Jim Schwartz, I'd be pissed. His defense is literally carrying again. Imagine being Jim Schwartz. Your unit's one of the better ones in the league. Constantly, weekly, keeping us in position to be competitive. Offense is like a toddler putting a square peg in a round hole. Bam, bam, bam. It's not working. Special teams. What are they even doing? Going up the special teams is like going up the down escalator. No, that's the offense. That's the offense. The offense is like going up the down escalator. That's a perfect way to put it because anywhere. Now, what the special teams is, I don't even know what they are. I don't want to say. I get canceled. So here's the kick. Sampson back to return. And he'll get it to the 30. Okay, well, let's see if the offense can muster something. Man, we used to have a good offense, man. This offense has not been the same since they fired Alex Van Pelt. The Hugh Jackson teams were more fun to watch. I mean, the 2018 team was fun to watch. Definitely. The other two, I wouldn't say they were fun. Here's a handoff, gets about 3. Say the 2018 team was probably the most fun one to watch of the Hugh Jackson teams. Because he had Baker, rookie year. He was, flinging that thing. Nick Chubb, after they got rid of Carlos Hyde. They went, what, 7, 8, and 1 that year? They won 7 games. They actually went into Denver and won that year, too, when Greg Williams took over. Can't believe they did that. And we have whistles. Timeout Steelers. Still crazy to me, right? They went into Denver and won with an interim coach. I mean, people be like, oh, could they fire Kevin? Like I've said before, I'm going to fire Kevin now. Now, once they get rid of Deshaun, then the ticker starts again, I think. I think it'll be after what, next year? 2026, I think, is when they can finally say bye-bye. So after, I think, next year they can. Baltimore and Cleveland are in an ass off right now. But the thing is, Baltimore has an excuse. Once again, they're injured, and Lamar Jackson is injured for at least another week or so. So once they get him back, they'll probably get back on track. Throws, caught, and Njoku gets about 6 yards. And Njoku's down again. Conklin, of course, is hurt. Of course. Calling me surprised. Jack Conklin is injured. It must be a day that ends in Y. Water is wet, grass is green, the sky is gray. My team sucks. And no hate towards Jack, but bro, you're literally made of glass. He can't freaking stay healthy, man. He can't. My God. Every time you look, he's walking to the locker room. I'm like, man, this dude better be, needing to take a crap or something, but nope. Injured. What kind of funky injury does he have now? 3rd and 1. Rolls out. Throws. Caught. Judy. 1st down and more. I wish he could. If he could have just kept his balance, he had grass for days. Of course, but he made the catch, though. He made the catch. That's good. If only he would have, I don't know, it would have been tough because there was Fannin was trying to seal off a block. I don't know if he would have been able to keep that block sealed. But he got the 1st down. That's all that matters. Right there. Yeah. Still got a 1st down, though. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Back to pass. Tipped. Almost intercepted. He almost threw it right to him. That was room service for Herbig. That was almost room service. That would have been a room service pick 6, too. Because there was nobody around to stop him. There was nobody around to stop him. That was a room service pick 6. But he dropped it. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws. Fannin. 1st down and more. Still going. Gets inside the 35. 5:35 to go in the 3rd. Oh my. Hawaii? Damn. And they show Herbig, Sec, and Gabriel. Damn. They show the highlights. He's not going to be happy about that. Cavs game on Tuesday. Nice. Not sure if he'll play. So 10. Okay, 1st and 10, 5:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And it looks like there's an injury. It's to the Steelers. Is that Slay? What is that? 23. Yep, that's Darius Slay. It's tough. Someone on Twitter said Ohio State would beat the Browns. I don't know. The way Ohio State plays, I don't know if they would, though. I'm talking about grown ass men versus kids. 1st and 10. To pass. Throws it. Loss of a yard. Just keep throwing behind the sticks, guys. Good idea. To Blake Whiteheart. Okay. Dolphins, Browns next week in Cleveland. Yeah, we got a matchup of lefty quarterbacks. Tua versus Dylan Gabriel. Fun fact, both are from Hawaii. And again, they don't have Tyreek Hill, but they have Jalen Waddle. I don't even know how the Dolphins are doing this week. They haven't really been that great, though. 13 plays in opponent territory. They have 26. Second and 10. The pass. Rolls out. My God, Fannin, you got to catch that. That's the damn hands. Did these guys use a jugs machine or something? I've never seen so many damn drops. Off the hands. Oh, these guys must not use a jugs machine. God. You go to their facility, you'd be like, do you have a jugs machine? What's that? Does that have something to do with drinks? No, dummy. Now I see how you guys why you guys dropping everything. Third and 10. Should be going for Gabriel. Back to pass. And drop. Drop, 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 drop. They must not have a jugs machine in Cleveland or something. Must not. Because these guys, these losers cannot catch a damn thing. Drop, 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 drop. So many drops. Quarterback puts it on the dot. And a drop. 53-yard field goal attempt by Schmidt. Kicks it. It's good. 16-6. Browns have 53 guys drafted. OSU probably has 5 to 10 guys get drafted. Yeah. Browns would probably smoke the Buckeyes. Let's be real. I mean, yeah, the Buckeyes would score. But nowadays, I don't know, man. I mean, Denzel versus Jeremiah is what everyone would want to see. But come on, let's be real. Myles Garrett would blow past Serveld or whoever they have at left tackle. Julian's saying, man, he wouldn't have any time in the backfield. Myles Garrett would probably break the sack record in a single game in the first quarter. Especially with the way their offense is now. Mediocre running backs. Offensive line's solid. Good receivers. Do you really think the Browns dumb? I mean, the Browns receivers are kind of boo-boo to food as well. So it'd be kind of an even matchup. The thing is, though, the Browns defense is like top 5 in the NFL. Myles Garrett alone would win the Browns the game. Just, oh. I mean, you have Myles Garrett. Mason Graham would be like, ha ha, I get to cook these guys again. Hey, guys, remember me? Yeah. A real nightmare would be Michael Hall finally coming back with Mason Graham in the middle. That would be like, the hell happened here? It's like, oh yeah, this thing called the NFL draft. But yeah, Garrett, Hall, Graham, Wright. Let's be serious. The Ohio State offensive line is good, but they wouldn't be able to stop Miles and those guys. Our D line alone would probably break the sack record. And you'd have Davison clamping down on Jerry Drop Judy. Mason Campbell would probably do the same thing to Cornell Tate. Let's be serious here. But would Julian even get the ball to them? And then, like Fox says, Judkins alone would run all over these guys. Because we're talking about an NFL quality O line. I love the D line that Ohio State has. They wouldn't even touch Gabriel. Here's the return for the Steelers after the field goal. We really need here is a damn turnover. Because as we've seen, the Browns get a turnover, they usually turn it into points. But they haven't been effective at all on defense. Honestly, the team as a whole hasn't been effective. You're like, oh yeah, the Buckeyes would beat the Browns. This Browns team, no, this Browns team would smoke the Buckeyes. Let's be honest. Even the 0-16 Browns would probably beat the Buckeyes 100 times out of 100. Hands it off, first down. That's Gainwell again. Wow. Arizona up by a touchdown going into the fourth. Ooh. Posick and Conklin out of pride wouldn't let themselves get beat. No, because they're veterans. Like they're grown ass men. They've been in an NFL weight training program for years. I mean, Kenyatta Jackson and Caden Curry are good, but be put in the ground every freaking play. Conklin and Dewan, oh God, Dewan Jones, Dewan would pancake, 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 boom. Kenyatta wouldn't get past him. Kenyatta wouldn't get past him. 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Open. As always. Guys are always open. There's Jerome Baker. Roman Wilson. Former Wolverine, of course. Haven't heard his name much. Like in general. Of course, the Browns defense is just going to get gashed up and down the field now. Someone on Twitter said, as bad as these guys are, I'm not missing Jed Wills. Yeah, I'm not missing him either. Jed Wills straight up gave up on plays. He would give up middle play. Missed tackle. God. And I see that kind of stuff, that right there, that would lead to a fumble. A dude trying to carry dudes would end up losing the ball somehow. At least that's what happened with us. I've seen that happen a couple times on both sides. You're trying to shake tacklers and you just, boom, ball comes out. Like, it's been quiet. But again, they're just running away from him, and Jerry Judy spitting on his glove. Think that's going to help anything? 2nd and 1. That's a loss of about a yard. That's Devin Bush, the former Steeler. Tyler Huntley has replaced Cooper Rush. They're down 17-3 with 3:30 to go in the game. 13:30. Damn, Ravens. Ryan Day and Hartline have their coaching advantage. I'll say, of course they do. Ryan Day and Hartline, well, Ryan Day especially, they would have the advantage. That'd be the only advantage they would probably have. But do you really think? I mean, a Matt Patricia defense, though, I mean, that is an NFL caliber defense. Scheme wise, it'd be up there, but Schlesinger over pursues, of course. Yep, here we go. Just can't get to Rodgers. They get close and then he gets rid of the ball and there's a dude open every time. That'll do it for the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. going to be 22 years since we won in Pittsburgh. Wow. Okay. Many of OSU's defenders are NFL starters. It's a few, but you got to look. I mean, everybody on the Browns is an NFL starter, pretty much. Obviously, the Buckeyes may have like 4 or 5, maybe around there, legit NFL starters right now. But the Browns have 11. I mean, let's be serious here. Messiah Mickens, running back, 4-star, Penn State. Tyson Harley, an edge rusher from Gonzaga Prep. Jackson Ford, Buckeyes were number 2 in his recruitment. And Elijah Littlejohn, a linebacker. Wow. Wow. Mons Bell is decommitted from Penn State, running back in the 2027 class. Schools to watch: Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Georgia. And then, like I said earlier, Leighton Van Brandt was their number 1 commit. He's now decommitted. 2027. Yeah. Buckeyes hosted Spell a few weeks ago and have been involved. It's funny because for yesterday's game, they asked, I guess they got his comment on the game, what he thought. He's like, I mean, that's good based off the fact that, his recruitment, when it comes to where it is situationally, Penn State stinks. I could see him coming here. They'll be very involved in that one. Yeah. Mont Spell, 8 schools stand out to him. 2027 running back. Ohio State will be battling USC, Georgia, Miami, Florida State, among others. Back to pass. Throws it up. Caught. Touchdown. Yeah, the one time Campbell got beat. That's DK Metcalf. I mean, damn. He was out here playing pitch and catch all game. Double move. Cooked him. Yep. You guys don't know what double moves are. They don't hit the double move stuff. Kick is up and good. Oh, well. Look at poked on that double move. Solid all game. He's been better than Greg. I mean, Greg, he got hooked. He got barbecued by JSN, though. The inner Buckeye me is kind of, that's tough. And of course, now Jags fans see what we've had to see. Every time teams would face us with Greg, they would look over and see, oh, number 0 is right there. I know who we're going for. Not the guy covered by 21. That guy. The dancing man. I should ask my Steeler friends on here on Twitter. How is Dancing Man treating you? How they been? Like, how they been looking? Has he been good? Making plays? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, wow. Jack Conklin, bank robber. Oh, there we go. Here's the return. That's Ford. Yeah, these guys are just getting picked apart. No pass rush, and they're just getting picked apart. All right, shotgun for Gabriel. Back to pass. Caught. That's Fannin, the rookie. First down. Well, like I said, I don't care what happens this year. I don't really give a dang. As long as the rookies look, I'm fine. We could go freaking 1-16 or whatever, but if the rookies are showing out, gives me hope for next year. I don't know about Tommy Reese as the OC though. Not sure that was always the right idea. I think they should have went with an experienced OC. Both my college and my NFL teams have inexperienced OCs. I mean, Tommy's an experienced one, but he hasn't done it in the NFL, I don't think. Straight up, Brian Hartline has never done it at all. I mean, you got to learn at some point, right? And almost a pick. And Joku must have hurt his ankle. I don't think he'd be that animated about a bad miss. Might have stepped wrong. Seemed like he did. So, look at Kevin. Come on, guys, let's go. Come on. Snap. Fourth down. Yeah, I got tipped and got hit from behind. They got Leviston. Oh my. Have Cornelius Lucas out there now, scrub. Wow, 4th and 2. Might as well go for it, I guess. Shotgun for Gabriel. What? That's Bond. First down. First time we're hearing Bond's name called today. Former Texas Longhorn and Alabama Crimson Tide, and now Nichols is injured. Seemed like he was banged up earlier, too. Uh, hmm. Oh, yeah. Show cause. Yep. Come on, Spell. Chaz Coleman. Jackson Ford. Come on down to Columbus.
I'm just happy that he's too humble to stick at him, which is why I also present to you. I don't need sprinkle three men, run the milk cheese. How weird. He's real.
R. Keys, wide receiver, decommitted from Penn State. See, it's all going to come crumbling down now. Like I said, I wanted to be the reason why he got fired, but oh well. Ah, man. I'll tell you what, though. The next time if we ever win in Pittsburgh again, whoever does it, man, imagine being that guy that would win in Pittsburgh. If you want to win the fan base over, you win in Pittsburgh. Something we haven't done since 2003. That was before Ben got there. Yeah. It's almost like it's just a franchise aura thing at this point. Like we just can't win there. There's just something about in Pittsburgh that we can't win in the regular season. They did it in the playoffs when there was no fans in. So 1st and 10 after the conversion on 4th down. Back to pass, dumps it off. Ford gets about 2 yards. Jerome Ford. It's going to be interesting to see who gets dealt over the next few weeks. I've seen an article that talked about David Njoku, Batonio, Teller, Shelby Harris possibly getting dealt. I don't know if they're going to deal Njoku. Dumps it off. Ford again gets about 8 yards, 9 yards. 3rd down. 12:46 to go. Inside Steeler territory, just shy of the 30. Caught. That's Bond again. He's about a yard shy. Steelers essentially have the AFC North like on clamps right now. The rest of the North is either ass or injured. Injured ass. Baker Von, yeah, he won in 2020 playoffs, not regular season. 4th and 2. First down. That's Judkins. Still going. Yes. And Hutchinson was brought in as the extra man. Can't believe we won that playoff game in Pittsburgh. This is an overall magical year. Will gets jobs for no reason. Look at what he did in Baylor and Temple. That's why. Back to pass. Throws it up and overthrows his man trying to go to Bond against Porter. Wisconsin hiring Luke Fickell felt like a slam dunk on the same level as Ohio State hiring Urban Meyer. Yeah. Fickell could be on the way out soon, too. Excuse me. Excuse me. Deep backfield for Gabriel. Back to pass. Rolls to his left. Throws. Missed Judy open in the end zone. It's the one time I've seen a receiver open. Like actually open. But I think the ball was a little too loud, too far wide. It's tough to make that play on the run, though. He was wide open, but he would only had 1 foot down. So it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, he would have only had 1 foot down. Flag. But game. Yeah, these guys are just mentally wrecked. Hmm. Oh. Pot. You know when there's a flag in the backfield. And another one came flying in after. Elliott laid the wood. Larvin, oh, I'm sorry, that's Porter. That's not, yeah, it's Porter. Just 2 flags. One came in very late. Might be the hit to the defenseless receiver in Larvadane. Larvadane got his bell rung. If you ask him, what are you hearing? He's like, oh, mama, I'm in fear for the life of... He's hearing that on repeat. Yeah, yeah. This was on Thornhill, but I think it was actually right there. He said it was on Thornhill. I think that was on Elliott. And then Porter took a little shot afterwards, a little repercussion. The vibrations went just boom, boom. Yeah, they're still checking Larvadane. And then goes Porter. Seems like he knows where he is, but they got to check him. Yeah, that's Porter. So inside the 10, 8 penalties on the Steelers. Snap. Hands it off. Gets to the 5. So 10:44 to go. Shotgun for Gabriel. Back to pass. Dumps it. Oh my God. It hit Bond in the. Did it hit him in the head or something? I think he got a little too quick. 3rd down. He wasn't even looking. If he was looking, he probably could have caught it. It's a mental thing. These guys are not on the same page. But that's just how the offense is. If he was looking, he'd catch us that ball. Dallas and Carolina tied at 27. Shotgun. To pass. And then there's a flag. Judy ran over the freaking defender. Eccles stumbled. That's probably going to be on Eccles here. Just kept holding on to one another. Yeah, yeah. Spot foul. First down. Yeah. Kind of jousting, which is okay, but then he kind of takes him down, and that's a spot foul. 9 penalties today on the Steelers. Tomlin is not going to like that very much. He's like, man, you're lucky the offense passed because we could have lost this game. On motions. Back to pass. Throws it to the first person in the seats. Dude, bum rushed him, man. There was really nowhere to go. Nobody was really open. See how they fumble this chance. Second and goal. Ford in the backfield. Back to pass. Sack. The team they can't do anything right, man. They can't get in the red zone. Hey guys, we have a good running back. Let's not run it. Don't bother running it with Judkins. No, let's keep passing it. Just keep passing. Just keep passing. Even though you got a good running back, and then when you do put in a running back, it's freaking Jerome Ford bum ass. Bum bum. Boo boo to foo ass. First and goal, and you're not even running it. Loss of 11. Now they have to pass it. Third and goal. Back to pass. Almost caught by both guys, but of course they can't catch. Porter had a chance. Judy had a chance. Another field goal coming up. Porter had a chance at it. Judy, I mean, he probably could have had a chance at it, but of course these losers can't catch. Passing when you're inside the 5, and Porter's down again. Heaven, bro. Fourth and goal. This is a 32-yard attempt. Offensive line freaking stinks too. Mostly. The interior guys are trying, but the tackles are just ugh. We really decided, hey, let's trade for a tackle from Houston. Snap. Good. 9 points. Whoop-de-doo. Duh. Oh, Pittsburgh's still very much in control. Oh, really? Passing it when you have a Judkins who can get you 4 yards of a gain.
Some even saw visible lining. These risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection.
Brady Edmonds. Yo. Come on, spell. Duke football alum says Duke, Penn State, don't even think about giving my head coach a call. The deja vu. Manny Diaz? Oh, God. They would too. Hey, Manny, you want to come back? No, I knew what you tried to do to me. Uh, Kevin Stefanski, dude. I don't even know anymore. Hmm. Oh my God. Someone made an edit of James Franklin on that classic video. Jamal Adams walking into this to the facility. Like, oh no, my code don't work. They must have cut me. Oh man. Wow. If your receivers can't catch, I guess you could just hit them in the head with the pass. Yeah, you're running a quick slant. You got to look for the ball the moment you come out of your break. If he catches that, he's probably in the end zone. First and goal from the 3, and you don't even run it with Judkins. Got to have Jerome Ford out there. Dude, I don't know who you even blame. Do you blame Tommy Reese because he's the OC? Or do you blame Kevin? Because he's probably the one. Kevin's calling it, but who draws it up? Here's the return. We really go for a turnover, but we all know that's not going to happen. All right, here's a handoff. Gets a few yards. Diabate on the tackle. Wow, 31-27 Indy. 4:26 to go. Second and 7. Here's a pitch. Switzinger got in on the tackle. Loss of a yard. Third down. If they can somehow get the ball back and score a touchdown, they're in business. But this team can't score for crap. So we all know that's probably not going to happen. Just Mike Tomlin, you're looking at this game going, yeah, if we face a competent team, we probably lose with all these penalties. 3rd and 8. Watch the Steelers somehow get this. 7:57 to go. And we have whistles. Come out. Pittsburgh. They have one.
Getting off the field any way possible. Batted ball, sack, maybe you just pass breakup. Just need to get off the field, get your offensive ball back. A first down here is a back breakup.
Chargers. Damn. 3rd and 8. 7:54 to go. Come on, Jim. What you got for us? Come on, defense, get us the ball back. Empty backfield. Snap. Quick throw. Swessinger brings him down. Nice job, Carson. Oh, yeah, Rook. And it's 4th down. 7:40 to go. 4th and 4. If you're the Steelers, you're looking at this going, man, they face a competent team. They probably lose this game. And the punt's away. Bond back to receive with Larvadain getting hurt. Here's the other rookie going backwards. Interesting choice. Gets a few yards, but that's about it. Interesting choice to go backwards. Only 3-9. They have a chance to make things pretty interesting here. Hmm. State had one of the top 2027 classes before Friday. The Nittany Lions had 3 top 32 recruits committed, and all 3 have committed, and 0 recruits of that remain. Yeah, none of those kids are still around, obviously. Khalil Taylor decommitted first, and then Kamon Spell, and then Leighton Von Brandt, offensive tackle. And I think we might be interested in Taylor and Spell for the Buckeyes. Wow. Josh Pate. Josh Pate. Josh Pate. Josh Pate. $50 million buyout. You pay him $50 million to say go away. That's what happens. It's like you pay him $50 million to say go away. We never want to see you again. Imagine that. Right? Imagine that. Getting paid $50 million. Like imagine your employer saying, here's $50 million, go away. That's buyout. You're buying out his contract. So they pay you $50 million. Oh. Drew Aller being ass got James Franklin fired. Pretty much. So 1st and 10, handoff to Judkins. Goes about 2 yards. They give him about 1.5 yards or so. Gone empty backfield for Gabe. Dylan Gabriel throws to Fannin, gets near the first down. He'll fall, I think, right around the marker. See if they actually give it to him. Third down. Yeah, they have a game on Thursday night against Cincy coming up next. Hands it off. First down. Honestly, I think Judkins could have popped it out to the left or to the right a little bit there. A little quick put to the right, and there's a hole. But first down, that's all that matters. 5 minutes to go. Shotgun. Back to pass. Dumps it off to Fannin again. Gets inside the territory to about the 47. Watt on the sideline there. 5:35 to go. They have all 3 timeouts, so if you score quickly, you might have a chance. Possibly. Back to pass. Sack. Yep. Right around Leviston, of course. Leviston, of course. Got it. Just why is KT Leviston still active on this roster? He stinks. He stunk last week and he stinks this week. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Sack. Oh, I love this O line just falling and Ramsey just comes around the edge. He probably had his tight end, but he didn't see him. Okay. Wow. 6 sacks. 4th and 12. Gabriel throws, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. I don't know what's worse, the receivers dropping passes or these tackles being ass. God. They're like turnstiles out here, especially Leviston. Notice if our starting tackles weren't injury prone bums. Well, not injury prone bums, but they're just injury prone. That'd be nice. Dude. Turnstile. Under center. Kicker. Dicker. The kicker. Dicker. The kicker. Yeah. 29-27. Chargers win. We got Miami next week. Hmm. Oh, I thought I saw something. Commanders, maybe? Oh, Chargers. Damn. Wide open. See, these guys are scheming dudes open. We're over here doing nothing. Mount Browns. Offense still can barely score, of course. Losses have all come on the road. Isn't that crazy? Well, the one came at home in the playoffs, but the other 5 have come on the road. Mostly since Big Ben retired. It's a stop. 3rd down. Or, yeah, 4th down. Oh, they already used another timeout earlier. Okay. Sanders might come in. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but you're not going to get much better. Cowboys should be 1-5. Damn. Here's the attempted field goal by Boswell. Seahawks won. Nice. 54-yard attempt for Boswell. Snap. Kick is blocked. Not even close. And it'll go into the end zone. Ooh. Did he stumble? Oh, he slipped. Oh, yeah. Luckily, he didn't tear something. Ew, that's a scary situation. Oh, huh. Yeah, it's very soft ground. Very soft ground. Looks like the Jags are going to win. I mean, the Seahawks are going to win. Tough. Patriots look like they're going to escape, possibly. Colts won. Rams won. So Ravens and Browns are continuing to jostle for the basement in the AFC North. But they're going to be getting Lamar Jackson back in a few weeks. They have a bye week, I think, and then they have Lamar Jackson probably coming back. So they'll start winning games again, I think. Dumps it off. Here's Ford. Oh, got clocked by Queen. Gets a few yards. 2nd down. Panthers won. Dolphins, what's their record? 3:17 to go. 2nd and 6, just outside of the Steeler territory. 1-5 too. So we have a toilet bowl matchup coming up next week. 2 1-5 teams facing off. Someone's got to win, right? Garbage ass Dolphins against the garbage ass Browns. And Jabril Peppers is injured. This dude's falling like flies. Are they going to have anybody ready for Cincinnati on Thursday? Oh, he took a bad angle. And then some friendly fire from Patrick Queen. Got saddled by Patrick Queen. Cowboys tried to let the Panthers run for a touchdown, but Carolina wouldn't oblige. Ah. So it's going to be a matchup of 2 1-5 garbage ass teams on Sunday in Cleveland. The difference is they can actually score points. We can't. They scored 27. We can't score 17. I'm interested to see who is the favorite next week. Might actually be able to win next week. Hands it off. First down. Yeah, they're not even going to try and score a touchdown. Yep, they're not even going to try to score a touchdown. Snap, back to pass. Rose, dropped. Maybe. Is that like different catching a ball from a lefty compared to a righty? Is it like a different way, like a spiral? Oh, Panthers. Win by, yep, field goal. Okay. That's right, because the Cowboys tried to let them score, and they was like, no, no, no. You're not going to get away that easy. Bro, that's a scary situation, man. That could tear you could tear something with that kind of stuff. Pitch and pitch. Incomplete. Third down. Incomplete. This is just putrid. Really hired a college OC. Notre Dame hated, by the way. They didn't like Reese's play calling. But we thought that was a good idea for us, right? Caught. There's a flag down. Fannon's still going. It won't even matter. Two-minute warning. Number 24, Porter lined up in the neutral zone. That's the third time they've had someone do that. That Panthers podcast purposely quit because the Panthers weren't winning, and they've won 3 in a row. Interesting. Next week, Browns and Dolphins. Oh boy, can't wait for that ass fest. And it's in Cleveland too. 1-5 versus 1-5. Whoop de doo. I gotta know, like, what the heck the freaking line would be for that game. Do they have the line for that game now? No. But you'd have Tua versus Gabriel, Achan versus Judkins. Oh, joy. Waddle, Judy, Chubb, and Garrett have 4 sacks apiece. Yeah. Thing is, though, they can actually score. We can't. John Harbaugh says he expects Lamar Jackson to be back after the bye. Browns, can you fire the coach or at least go find a good receiver? Not sure how Kevin plans on winning games by scoring 3 points. Wow. Hmm. Patriots have won 3 in a row now, too. 2 minutes to go. Back to pass. Throws. Drop. I'm just going to start calling him Droppy Judy. Second and 10, a minute 55 to go. Interesting Steelers tattoo. Is it on his forehead or something? That was weird. Second and 10. Back to pass. Throws. That's thrashed. Gets inside the 15. Seems that's all Gabriel can do is throw behind the sticks. And Leviston's in. Is that Robinson? Robinson's now injured. Oh, joy. Oh, God. Got. Oh, ooh. I swear the O-line position for us is cursed. And he went down backwards and kind of folded up. Probably an ACL. Another one. They're going to have Tevin Jenkins probably step in at left tackle now. Oh my God. Our tackle position is straight up cursed. It really is. Inside the 15. Can they actually score a garbage time touchdown? Bat it away. Fourth down. Oh, can't wait for another field goal. James Pierre on the breakup. Yeah, they're going to go for the touchdown. You kind of have to at this point. Probably not going to get it. 4th and 6. Snap, back to pass. Off the hands again. That's just been a theme of this game. Off the hands. And dropped. Ooh, Tavius Robinson broke his foot for the Ravens. Ew. Just another drop. "58 pass attempts. They barely ran the ball. Oh boy. And there's the victory formation. And that'll pretty much do it. So once again, the Ravens and the Browns both lose. But at least the Ravens, they have a bright spot. Lamar Jackson will be back after their bye week. Steelers up 4-1 on the season. They got Cincinnati up next week. Short week. Yeah, Kevin. I don't know if they can keep him like this, man.
Surge. Pittsburgh Steelers just keep finding ways to win football games. There's 1 second difference between the game clock and the play clocks. They do have to run one play here and take one final game. For the Cleveland Browns, 22 straight regular season losses in Pittsburgh. And that's it. The Steelers just
Tough game. It's 23-9. How much else he gets? Classic. So that's gonna wrap it up. I'll get on with my recap video, and probably won't be a long one. We'll see though. But yeah, I'll probably go live tomorrow for some baseball. I'll live for a couple baseball games this week, and ALCS. Dodgers Brewers should be a fun one. Jason Mariners, that should be entertaining. I hope. We'll see what pitching matchups we get, and then I'll decide based off that. So I'll see y'all probably tomorrow for I think it's one of the ALCS games, but we'll see. But yeah, Browns are 1-5, still tied with the Ravens for the bottom of the division. But again, they got a bright spot. Lamar's coming back next week or 2 weeks, so they'll probably start winning some games. Browns, I don't know. Dolphins coming up. This could be the straw that breaks the camel's back when it comes to Kevin. He's been able to stave off getting fired because they've always been able to win games, but this year it's been tough. The last couple years have been tough. So yeah, I will see you all later, and have a good rest of your day. These losses don't even affect me anymore. It is what it is. I'll see you guys later. Go Browns. I'm out. Bye bye. Yeah.
Jersey